of how unworthiness manifests in our day-to-day life. And I'm sharing this because I think there are a lot of situations in life where we don't necessarily recognize that it's actually unworthiness that's the underneath core layer. It can look like, I don't know, I keep applying for jobs and I just don't ever get the job that I want. Or why do I attract partners that are unreliable, unstable, inconsistent? Why do I keep having this theme show up in my life? So I'm going to share the three faces as I see them in the work that I've been doing for the last 24 years. And the invitation here is just to kind of see where you are on the spectrum. And you may identify with one in particular. You may identify with two, and you may see yourself across the spectrum of how unworthiness shows up. So when you carry the wound of unworthiness, the first face of it, the first way that I see it showing up, and these are not hierarchical, it's just how I experience them in myself, in the work that I've done on myself, but also with clients. And so one is self-denial. And so it can look like denying your own wants, needs, and desires, not taking care of yourself, not exercising, not eating well, putting other people ahead of you. So if you resonate with that, I'm going to invite you to journal about all the ways you deny yourself, all the ways you ignore or reject or put yourself on the back burner in your own life. The other way that I see it show up is hyper self-reliance, and it can look like the lone wolf syndrome. Nobody else can support me. Nobody else can do it. People are unreliable. People always let me down. If I don't do it, it's not going to get done correctly or not going to get done at all. So if you identify with that one, the invitation is to journal about how all the ways that you don't allow or don't trust support from others, and, get really curious here about how it's shown up in your life, all the ways that people have let you down, and maybe even when did this start? The third way that I see this manifest is through what I learned as, the term was deviant behaviors. I really don't resonate with that because it kind of pathologizes how this shows up. So self-harming, which can look like I drink too much to avoid the pain. I overeat to fill a void or a hole that I'm feeling. It can look like bulldozing other people's boundaries. It can look like screw you. I don't care about what you want or need. I'm going to get my needs met no matter how, it doesn't matter, because nobody cared about me. So why should I care about you? So if you resonate with that one, there's a lot of deep pain, and I acknowledge that. And I'm just going to invite you to journal about that experience. And if you recognize yourself across the spectrum, then, journal about one or more of these experiences. And as you're journaling, I know I didn't include this in the essential oil list, but I am going to invite you to consider using Black Spruce. Black Spruce is phenomenal for supporting you to move through deep fears, helps the nervous system regulate. So I will go ahead and put the link to Black Spruce in today's description, and I'll also go back and add it to the list for this 30-day worthiness attunement journey. And I think it's also really helpful if you listen to day one, vetiver, getting really grounded, and then day two, I think it was day two, it might have been day three. I exist kind of in the present moment. So, thinking about what I did on certain days, I'm like, I don't know when that was. The one where I invited you to, let me get centered here. My thoughts are kind of scattered. The one where I invited you to ask the question, what if I mattered the most? As you start working through that, it's going to bring up a lot of fear. So Black Spruce is also really phenomenal for supporting you through that fear. So you can kind of do a 1-2, do vetiver first, get grounded, sit with the journal prompts from that day as well as today, and then do Black Spruce to hold yourself and allow the fear to discharge through your nervous system through using essential oils. So what you're going to do is put 1 drop, and I have mine right here, 1 drop of Black Spruce, or 2, you can use 1 or 2, whatever you like, in your palm. Rub your palms together, and then you're going to place 1 palm over your lower belly, womb space if you're a woman, identify as a woman, hara in males, or if you're transgender or non-binary, just lower belly right above your pubic bone, and the other hand just along the sacrum. And just breathe. Close your eyes and be present. Invite yourself to become fully here to this now moment. Recognizing that fear is just your nervous system responding to pieces of wounding that haven't yet been resolved. So we're now just bringing your full presence and awareness to whatever is here. No judging, no trying to make it bad or wrong or interpreting it, just being present. Allowing the essential oil to connect with those deeper parts who have held this fear imprint. You may notice a settling or a quieting in your nervous system. And if you don't have Black Spruce, don't worry. You can still do this practice with your hands and your intention. I'm just going to invite you to get really quiet, really present. And if your arm behind your sacrum starts getting, kind of achy or irritated being in that position, you can just bring it forward and hold both hands over your lower belly, lower abdomen, just above your womb. Above your pubic bone. Inviting stillness and presence. Being present to thoughts that are coming up. Present with your breath. Perhaps your breath is slowing down. Your body is becoming quieter. Your thoughts are getting quieter. No place to go, nothing to do. Just being present. The great oil to use when you're up in your head and arguing with yourself or arguing with your limitations and arguing about something that happened or you perceive is going to happen, or, I don't know about you, but sometimes when I'm thinking about something, I start projecting into the future about how it's going to go. Can't be anywhere but here. So, first one, identify where you are in the spectrum. Do you identify more with self-denial, hyper self-reliance, or self-harming behaviors, or a mixture? Give yourself the gift of insight and awareness by journaling about it. Letting yourself become really familiar with the wounds that are underneath that create those behaviors. And then hold yourself with Black Spruce. Okay, that's it for today. I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow. So grateful that you're here. If you haven't already done so, please like, subscribe, and share so that this material, this journey can be readily available for other folks who may benefit. See you tomorrow.